All right, guys. Pitmaster here. Let me tell you the biggest thing about sprints, without a doubt. All right, here. Are you ready for it? Okay, your biggest thing about doing sprints, the biggest secret to make your sprints effective. And sprints are very, very effective. Let me fix this. Whether you're trying to be a UFC champion or just stay safe in the street, sprints are a very important part of your training, your physical training. So, with that said, let me tell you the most important part. When I tell my guys, um, and usually the guys that are kind of fat, kind of out of shape, and this is why they're that way. Let me tell you. When I say sprints, there's a group of people that go all out. Say we're on the bag, punching the bag, and I want you to sprint. So I give you a visualization, and that's a very important part as well. Um, Visualize someone's trying to take your life, and you have 10 seconds to stop them, or they're going to kill you. Or if it's my fight team, I say this is the last round. You got 10 seconds to knock your opponent out, or you're going to lose the fight. You're going to get half the money. You're going to lose your title, whatever. So visualize that. So then I say, go. And my whole fight team is going crazy on it as hard as they can. You can tell they couldn't even talk to their partner if they wanted to. But a lot of people in my regular class, even my fitness class, when I say sprint, go, they're still talking to their buddy. That's one thing you cannot do when you're sprinting is talk to your buddy. Can you imagine doing burpees? Like try to do 18 burpees in a minute and talk to your partner. You can't do it. But you could do 8 burpees and probably talk to your partner. You can't be sprinting if you're talking to your partner. Or if you're jogging at the beach and you're talking to your buddy, you're jogging. If you're sprinting as fast as you can, you you can't be talking. The two don't go together. Talking and sprinting at the same time. You're too busy trying to breathe. Okay. Yesterday I did Tabata wheelbarrow with my body weight, and it's at about a 14% grade, and we were doing Tabatas. And with my body weight, which is so the wheelbarrow was like 195 pounds. So it's not that heavy, but I'm trying to do Tabatas. So we're trying to go as fast as we can and make it to the top within eight sets. So we're pushing as hard as we can. I couldn't even talk to my buddy was right next to me. We were going, practically neck and neck, but we couldn't talk to each other. I was too busy trying to put oxygen into my bloodstream. You cannot talk to your partner when you're sprinting. Okay, so with that said, this is how simple it is. And whether you're a coach or you're doing it yourself, the secret to sprints is sprinting. Is pushing so hard that you can't do anything but what you're doing right that second. Like you can't be sprinting and thinking, "Oh, what should I be doing later for lunch?" You can't think of anything but getting to the next point, or tell the buzzer rings, or pushing the next rep. You can't think of anything but that if you're sprinting. All you can do is sprint. You have to put everything into your sprint. If you're on the bag and you're sprinting, you can't think of anything but hitting that bag as hard and fast as you can. As soon as your mind wanders to like, that was kind of fun, good movie last night, you're not sprinting anymore. So when you're sprinting, you have to be sprinting and nothing else. 100% immersed in that sprint. Now, with that said, make sure you go to a doctor and you're okay to sprint, because sprinting raises your heart rate more than anything else. I mean, can you imagine like a guy sprinting 100 yards or 100 meters versus a person running a 5K? They have very different And I'm talking about competitive people that do that, or marathons. They have very different body types because they engage in very different exercises, right? Just like a golfer is usually different than a power lifter. Okay, a sprinter is muscular and they have no fat. They're just ready to pounce. A marathon runner is ready to go for 26 miles. A golfer is ready to hit a golf ball. But when you sprint, it's the most intense working out you can do. So take it seriously and focus on your sprinting. When you sprint, sprint. When you rest, rest. But when you're sprinting, do nothing else. There's nothing else you're doing but the next step, the next meter, the next punch, the next rep, the next something. Okay. And that's all you can be doing when you're sprinting. And that is the only way to make your sprinting successful. Okay. It is the best, without a doubt. Everybody should sprint when you're working out. No matter what your workout regimen, you need to be sprinting. And if you're a martial artist, even more so, because I'm telling you right now, any type of fighting, whether you get jumped in the street or you're winning a UFC title, involves anaerobic work. Anaerobic. You gotta put in that anaerobic work in training, or you'll never be able to reach it in competition or real life defense. Okay. Thanks for coming, guys. Please share this. Please like it. This is my YouTube, my YouTube live. I just started doing this, so please comment on it and tell me how you like it. Thanks for coming.